Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
Do you want to know what two people who we both know told me about pickle juice? And I want you to, I haven't looked this up. I need you to help me determine if this is real or not.
It's a constipation relief tool.
No, they told me, you know these people, they told me that.
Can I ask a question first?
Yeah.
Is this one of our medical professional friends?
No.
Okay.
If you drink a small amount of pickle juice in the morning, it will increase your serotonin levels.
What is a small amount?
Like
a shot?
Like a shot glass, maybe a little more than that.
Okay. And when you say pickle juice, do you mean the shit that's in the jar, or am I juicing a pickle?
No, the shit that's in the jar. You just pour it in and you drink it. And they said it works.
Coffee, either literally or subconsciously, also does this to me, makes me feel like a better person.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to start doing that?
I tried with my hot pickle juice and it didn't taste very good.
Oh, yeah.
But I do have some regular
pickles.
Yeah.
We had a jar of pickles in the refrigerator for, I don't know, a year. I can take a shot of that tomorrow morning.
How do I measure my serotonin? Do I have to just journal?
You don't have to, scientifically, you want to do some, control days. You have to, about 30 days of on-off pickle juice ingestion in the morning.
All right. I'll report back at another time.
Okay.
Maybe if I remember.
Yeah.
All right. You want to hear some hot sounds that I recorded?
Yeah.
Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast where we discuss classic Japanese role-playing games chapter by chapter, beat by beat. This is the Suikoden 2 series, which is part 2 of season 4, I think. My name is
math.
I try to confuse myself every time to make it funny, okay?
Who are you?
My name is Chris. I'm joined by Eric. Hey.
Look at me.
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Nice to see you once again. We're also joined by the RealNet, a collective of patrons who are listening to us record live. Hello, patrons, RealNet.
Chris just said a sentence in like 1 second.
I'm really feeling it. Thank you for your support of the podcast.
We're also joined by the Fake Net, our post-production AI companion, who's an unlockable kaiju in Bayonetta 3.
Initializing Fake Net.
Normally, I would resist the control of another, but I am powerless to Bayonetta when I become an infernal demon.
Bayonetta 3 is kaiju?
Yeah, you can, similar to when V read his poetry book and a tiger fought for him or whatever in Devil May Cry 5, Bayonetta can dance around and do Bayonetta dances while Godzilla creatures battle in her steed.
Oh, like the Green Ranger and the flute.
Yes, it is almost exactly like that. And
Rip Tommy.
Right, God. Right, Jason David Frank, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Touched a lot of folks. Why are we talking about the Green Ranger? It's Bayonetta 3. It's fine.
You want to talk about Suikoden 2?
I do. You want to go to the Forest Village? It's in the northwest corner of the world map. That's how you find it.
Yeah, you are not explicitly told to go here for any reason, but you can explore it now, yes.
Right.
And you're right. This is a quiet town with no music, just birds chirping and whatnot.
There's a Clive event here, Chris.
There is. This is Clive event number 4. I think you need to get here like under 13 hours-ish or whatever, but I use my Game Shark, not my fake Game Shark, on my fake video game.
Emulators.
Disc image.
I'm at like 65 hours, so I just missed it.
To drop my time back down. And when this happens, Clive parties out and he says, the woman is here in this village. Rio, come with me for a moment.
He says the woman, he doesn't name her.
Yeah, he's talking about Elza, the one that he's had a gun shootout with at some point.
Yes, the woman.
Yes, the woman.
Yes, the woman.
Tell me all of these tales because I am ignorant to
these tales. Okay, so we go all the way back to the forest village behind the elder's house. And there is a woman in a white cloak facing a tree, just staring at a tree. Previously, Elza had a white cloak on. Clive approaches and says, I have arrived. We will finish this here and now.
Finish her.
Elza, allegedly, turns around, but has no portrait and says, Clive steps closer and says, as an enforcer of the Howling Voice Guild. Eric Clive's a cop. He's a police officer of the Howling Voice Guild.
Is he a police officer or like a marshal?
Yeah, I think maybe he's a marshal.
Okay. That's like not true cop, I guess.
He's a Raylan Givens.
The fuck?
Timothy Oliphant. In the television program Justified, he's a U.S. Marshal.
My default marshal is, of course, Tommy Lee Jones in The Fugitive and U.S. Marshals.
Okay, good. The woman starts to run away, telling Clive to stop it, stop doing this. Stop it, stop doing this. Clive says, my gun, Sturm, shall be the judge of your death. As a gunner, I...
Is it cool or pathetic to name your gun? Do you name your swords?
Can your gun talk? Or does your gun have feelings? Let's put it that way.
Am I in
magic.
Roger Rabbit? Yeah, I mean,
It's a magic gun.
if it's a one of a kind, yes, I believe
Yes.
it.
I think they have magic
Charlene.
guns. I think that's the The woman then backpedals and continues to tell Clive to stop. He wonders what is going on, and she just keeps eking. Again, no portrait. He then realizes this is not Elza and demands to know who she is. This woman says that she was told to stand here for a week. She's just upholding her end of the promise.
Set his ass up.
Clive gets extremely pissed.
Fell for it too.
Starts yelling about all this shit, about how he's fallen for it and how he's that damn woman, all that kind of stuff. And then the event is over. Thank you for Clive Incident number 4. We'll see you next time for another episode of Clive Incident.
Well, aside from those incidents, there are NPCs wandering around this vertical village.
Yeah, it is a very, very, very vertical village.
There's an old man out front. He says,
Very, very vertical village.
Is that what the VVV stands for? The platformer? That's what I thought. Yeah. Great music.
Yeah.
We don't get many travelers here. We call this place Forest Village, boy, because for us, the forest and village are one.
Oh, did we have a forest village in the first game? It was Great Forest. It was on the
Yeah.
way to the Elven place, yeah.
Very deep. There's a man in blue.
Yeah.
There's this guy, Tony, staying at the Elder's place. Man, that guy's really willing to get his hands dirty.
Oh, man. Guy's named Tony.
Motherfucker.
Love him or
confirmed.
hate him. Outside the inn, by the way, there's 2 barrels. One's filled with whiskey, one's filled with water, the 2 elements.
Wakaba, a portrait character.
Yeah, off to the side. Yeah, little Wakaba's there. A young fighter looking for strong people.
She kind of looks like Nanami, but slightly cooler.
Yes.
Hey there, I'm Wakaba. I'm on a training journey with my master, but he told me to search for worthy opponents and took off. I think he's all right, though. Say, do you know any strong fighters? And we get a choice. What about me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Or how about that guy? I say, what about me?
Yeah, look at me.
Rio walks next to Wakaba and does some slick fucking moves with his weapons.
Yeah, does some tomfa flipping and whatnot, showing his shit.
She's impressed. Wow, amazing. Yeah, even I can tell how strong you are. Thank you so much. Now, all I have to do is find my master. Chris, this is a level check. The minimum level is for Rio is 30.
Oh, really?
I am 30.
I'm 30.
Wakaba joined the group.
Hello, Wakaba.
My favorite video game person archetype is walking around looking to get stronger by beating ass.
Yeah, that's all. It's like kind of like an anime trope.
Yeah, it's
You know,
also
a
like
little
10% of the characters we recruit in these Suikoden games.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Suikoden is anime and war, right?
Yeah.
And whatever else you once said.
Tell me all about Wakaba.
Wakaba is the Chiyu star, the heroic star.
Wow, that's kind of a bold title for a...
Yeah. Child?
Oh, it is. She's a child, isn't she?
Yeah, just wait. Weapon type is kicks. The leg guard, the killer leg guard, or the power leg guard. Wakaba does have a very cool attack animation. Did you use her at all?
She's in my permanent party.
Yeah, she's great. She has a really good lightning kicks, let's call it. Yeah, the animation is just terrific. She can participate in the twin fighter attack with a character we don't have yet.
Chris fights twins every day.
Yeah, I do. It's rough out there sometimes. Investigation. Wakaba, age?
13?
15.
Okay. Great.
She's from the Southlands. I don't know where that is. Is that a Suikoden 3 place? I'm not sure. And her position in the army is in the infantry. Secret number 2. Her love for the martial arts started at a local dojo in her neighborhood, and she's been training ever since. Secret number 3. Yesterday she did 200 squats, 50 pull-ups, and then 200 sit-ups. And that was before breakfast.
Patrick Bateman over here.
She's a regular Goku. You say Patrick Bateman, I say Goku.
We all ascribe to different psychopaths.
Yes, that's true. Both psychopaths. And
American Psycho, Japanese Psycho. Pick your
Yes.
point.
Secret number 4. She tries hard at everything she does. She borrowed a jigsaw puzzle from a friend and worked on it all night. She got so frustrated that she finally busted it up.
Puzzles frequently just frustrate me. My life must remain incomplete. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true. Suggestion box. Today's lesson. Today, Sensei taught me that the secret art of kicking, it's all in the back. Kick, punch, it's all in the back.
It's on the mind.
Yeah, I know. Lesson number 2. Sensei is still so much stronger than me. I've got a lot to learn still. More training, I guess. Today's lesson number 3. Today, Sensei and I ran all the way to the Cave of the Wind. The monsters in here are pretty strong, but they're no match for Sensei. Cook-off introduction. Don't call her a tomboy unless you want to lose some teeth. She loves to eat, especially green salads. It's Wakaba.
I love to eat teeth.
Some trivia from the wiki here, Eric. Wakaba's white tiger rune battle animation. I know you didn't use runes, but...
no, why would I do that?
She's
got excellent kicks.
A special animation on that. Allegedly, it is based off of King from King of Fighters.
Ah, fuck,
Not
man.
from that King, yeah.
You had me going.
The movie is called Double Venom Strike in that game.
I do find among game developers, everyone just has like a legendary respect for SNK, so
Yeah.
I buy it.
Sure. And that's all I've got for Wakaba. Thank you, Wakaba. Wakaba's also joined my permanent party as well. I've been using her a lot. I don't think I used her a lot previously because I don't remember her at all. I was like, oh, who the fuck is this when I came across her? So, yeah.
Reality has been edited to include Wakaba in this version of our timeline.
Yes. What's next?
She thinks her master may have gone to Matilda. I don't think I know Matilda is a city now, or I forgot. So I'm like, well, who the fuck is that? Who's Matilda?
Oh.
Does her master have like a problem?
Yeah, Matilda is the realm of the knights or whatever, right?
Knighton.
Yeah.
Up top, a lady tells me a nearby house is the home of the village elder, and she tells me not to make a fool of myself. A boy wandering outside the trading post says that deep in the forest lies the Valley of the Griffins, but it's just a fairy tale.
Yeah. There's a barrel here right in this area.
Oh, yeah, what's in there? Chum?
It's packed with vegetables, Eric.
Okay.
Gotta have vegetables.
Daikon radishes.
Yeah.
You go to the inn?
Yeah, let's go to the inn. It's very cozy. This is a very cozy sprite set, tile set, I should say.
Maids are surprised the customer is here.
Yeah, everyone is really surprised there's customers. There's not much else here other than...
There's a little boy loves the smell of sunshine, and what's most impressive, it's only 40 poch per person to sleep here.
Oh,
Very cheap in this rustic village.
good discount. There's also some barrels packed with vegetables.
Oh, wow, vegetable barrels again. I hope
Yeah.
they're pickled properly, Chris.
Yeah.
Maybe we can take a shot of pickle juice from the bottom.
Yeah, maybe.
Garbage juice shot. House in the middle left, NPC house.
Mhm.
Little girl in here tells us her big bro, Connell,
Yeah.
been all the way to Crystal Valley.
I think that's our second mention of Crystal Valley. Crystal Valley is a location in the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia, which
where
is
there's-
sort of like the hegemonic state of Suikoden. We'll hear more about it later. I'll point out that the second Suikoden game is called Duel at Crystal Valley.
Excellent.
So,
He studied to be a phonologist there. What? It means he worked with sounds.
yep.
Chris, have you ever heard the word phono in your life?
Couldn't.
good?
Didn't look it up.
I had to set up a record player over the last month.
Oh?
A vinyl turntable, which you get a preamp to hook up to your phono setting and blast them hot sounds out your big speakers.
With your big spin, you spin the black circle over there.
Well, circles are... what are you doing? I'm just spinning the black circle. That's what I'm doing. This one's candy colored. Katamari Damacy sounds nice on it. Connell, a little Templeton-looking ass motherfucker, is in the back room.
I've also got Templeton-looking boy. He's probably friendlier than Templeton, though.
Good afternoon. My name is Connell. I'm a phonologist. Nice to meet you. He then tells me he studies sounds and he says nothing else. I'm like, I guess we're going to go back. We're going to find this dipshit in Crystal Valley later.
No, we
Or
don't.
something?
We don't go to
It's
Crystal
the
Valley.
last time we see him.
No, I think
It's
we're
a
gonna.
portraited character.
I'm sure that we have to recruit him at some point, but I think we have to have like one of those sound set things.
Oh, okay.
But I don't actually know for sure.
in my Casio. Armor shop is closed.
Yep.
Trading post. An old man on the right calls me laddie, and he asks if it's my first visit, and he says, well, please take this as a memento. No, you don't need to thank me. Here, Chris. What do you give us?
Old book, volume 6.
Old book collector again.
Can't read it though because we don't have a librarian yet.
Lady at the table recommends I buy some sugar here, then sell it for a higher price at Kobold Village. It's a steady line of trade. She also tells me to bring crystal balls to Kobold Village. Too.
Yeah, they like shiny things there.
I just like doing lines of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go to the elder's house.
Yeah, the first thing I did was speak with the barrel filled with salt.
At the elder's house?
Yes.
Is that it? The salt barrel didn't tell you any secrets?
No, there's just one in there. Yeah.
The old man wandering around the living room welcomes us as the elder of Forest Village. He says nothing else. But a man in a nice coat with a soothing mustache also welcomes us, then asks if we have any business with his father. The guy in the back room vows to leave this place one day and go to Muse. He's going to go live in the city. Chris, word doesn't travel fast here.
No, yeah, that they are isolated.
A very ornately dressed dude, red hat, yellow shirt, blue pants, white gloves, is walking circles in the bottom right room.
Yeah.
Instantly, I know this guy is going to be a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy.
This is Tony,
Yeah.
a portrait character. He's working for the village elder here, but because I used to live in a field near Muse, during the battle between the Highland Army and those mercenaries, my field was trampled. Somehow I was able to run all the way here. I'm no good at anything but gardening, though, so they're always mad at me. I'd like to have another field to work in someday, and we get a choice.
Yeah.
Come to Housefuck Castle, or don't worry, someday you will.
Come to Choo Choo Castle.
So we need a gardener. Didn't we find some other... Wasn't the previous gardener just like wandering around a dead town in like the back?
Yeah, it was Blackman. And
The white guy, right?
there was actually no use for him. Like it seems like they wanted to put some farming stuff in that
mechanic
game,
wasn't
and
there.
yeah, and it never really came to fruition. But here it does.
Let's bring Tony aboard, Chris.
Yeah,
Tony asks where the castle is. Fade to black. It comes back. We told Tony all about it. Wow, really? I didn't know. I mean, I knew the war was still continuing, but out here in the country, But anyway, it'd be okay for me to come? Oh, but dude goes on to say the elder here needs him since this elder has no portrait. I hope he does not.
He just got done, saying that they're always mad at him here.
Yeah, he's trying to, I think he's trying to, I don't know, he was, how you front that you want to leave somewhere, but really you're too scared to leave home?
Yeah.
I think that's what's going on.
Yeah.
The elder then walks in, and Tony immediately apologizes for the elder, saying he was not ignoring his duties. But the elder replies, I know, Tony. Don't worry about me.
Tony.
Go on with young Rio here. There's zero evidence for this, but have you ever been trying to solve a problem of what to do with a guy, then the solution presents itself like magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this stuff does just happen.
Yeah. So,
It's a use for this guy.
I told somebody the other day, when in doubt, do nothing.
Yeah.
And it worked
Hang
out.
Somebody will figure it out.
Yeah.
Tony can't believe it. Even after the elder took him in and all, it's the middle of the war, the elder says. Of course I took you in. Tony, if you join the fake nuts army, then the war will end that much quicker. That will be more than enough payment for me. Tony joins the group. The gardener promises Rio that he will do his best to end this war as soon as possible.
By gardening.
I mean, food supply is a major component of feeding an army. Especially if you're growing your own food in the small castle plot for 108 people and it's the size of the podcast studio.
That's true. Tony. Hello, Tony. Tony is the Cheeto star, the folding star. Folds seeds into the ground, I guess. Tony will open a farm and grow crops that are used for cooking at the castle headquarters, by the way. Secret number 1, his name's Tony, his age 19. He's from the Matilda Knights domain, apparently. Secret number 2, didn't you just say he was from Muse?
I think he was there.
Oh, okay. Secret number 2, that guy spends all his time on the farm. He must be some kind of dirt fetishist.
What?
Dirt fetishist.
Likes to fuck dirt?
Fetishist. Fetishist? Is that a word?
Fetishist, yeah. One who enjoys their fetish.
Okay. Well, that's what he says. That's what Richmond says. Richmond's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand a gardener being a dirt fetishist, obsessed with the fine detail, the granularity of the soil and the nutrients that is feeding my cabbage plants.
Yeah. Secret number 3, this is great. He really hates moles. Well, I can't blame him. They eat up all those vegetables he raised so carefully.
I think you can play a whack-a-mole game.
There is a whack-a-mole game. I was wondering when we were going to get that. Also, we can turn in some seedling.
Yes, he collects all the
him.
seeds that you find.
Yeah. Suggestion box, moles. There have been a lot of moles going after my crops lately. I can hardly sleep, only get about 10 hours a night. What? Quick off introduction. This king of the cornfields is happiest when he's munching on fresh vegetables in his garden. It's Tony the farmer.
I think next time someone tells me about their plants, I'm going to call them a dirt fetishist. Speak to the elder again. He gives you a spinach seedling to give to Tony. Let's go to the Kobold village, Chris.
Yeah, we are number wolf plays, right? Are we number wolf?
Yes. I thought every day is a carnival. Maybe.
No, Kobold village. The
it would make sense for wolves. Yeah, you're right.
Southern Kobold.
You're right.
Yeah. I guess probably.
Who do we walk in and see, as the prophecies foretold?
It's fucking Hicks and Tengaar, Eric.
Tengaar is like, oh shit, look, this must be a Kobold village.
She's in the middle of exclaiming as she does.
Begs her to rest for just a bit. Tengaar, though, is disappointed at Hicks's regression. What are you saying? Real men don't whine like that. Hicks takes a step back. You bought all that stuff, so the bags are heavy. Women be shopping, Chris, am I right?
Yeah,
yep.
That's what happens.
Ladies. Oh, Tengaar counters. Well, we might need it for the test. Come on, let's go. Tengaar then runs off as Hicks begs her to wait up. Chris.
She says the test with capital T as well.
Because it's a thing.
Yeah.
What happened to Tengaar, meeting Cleo and being like, women can be warrior? I thought Tengaar's arc was going to be Lady Warrior path, not I need to boost my man up to kick ass and shopping.
I think that she still learned those lessons, but her anxiety of Hicks maybe not being down with the life of the Warriors Village is now manifesting into her becoming extremely controlling. Also, she's occupying a specific trope that happens as well.
I'm just saying, Tengaar helped me kill Barbosa, and now we're doing this.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Want to explore this Kobold village? You all right?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, this Kobold village is very similar to the other one, except this time they have houses instead of tents.
Yeah.
They don't have doors, though. They're still, cloth.
They're trying, man. It's a communal society. The doors are it's to block wind, not to block access.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Outside NPCs, Gengen's rival lives here. He says he also is a great Kobold hero, but he must remain here to protect the town. Chris, do you buy this?
No.
This is a liar.
No.
Little kid walking around smells something good, then wonders if it's chocolate. I love baking cookies myself, Chris, so I get it.
Chocolate kills dogs.
Really? Instantly?
That's what they say. My dog ate a brownie. She was fine.
Okay, that's good. Well, I mean,
I think if it's like pure cocoa.
cocoa, yeah. High chocolate
Yeah.
percentage. I'll feed your dog some 98% cocoa candy bars and see what's up.
Yeah, please don't do that. I don't want to have my dog's stomach pumped.
Again, I go to the inn. Someone welcomes me and then says the sheets might be a bit prickly, but only because they are fresh from a wash, so I sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. What's a prickly sheet? I don't know. What's a prickly sheet, fake net?
Initializing fake net.
A prickly shit is what you produce after you eat an entire cactus and 2 lionfish.
Other guys here are drinking tea while on break from guard duty. Tea drinkers confirmed.
There's a puppy dog here that's like, everyone's here, so like I come here to play.
Dog can talk.
Dogs love playing.
They do.
Yeah.
Every day is a carnival.
Yeah, especially for a dog. Chase this ball, dog.
Item store?
Sure.
Kobold says collards are only suited to kobolds. Chris, I like collards.
Yeah, the collar's pretty good
All right,
if they're prepared
fine.
well.
Yeah, weeds. I
I got recipe number 31 from the rare finds at the item store.
Nice, dude. NPC house? Parent just screaming at a kid?
Yeah.
Saying they have to eat their bread with jam. They can't just eat the jam.
There's a lot going on in this house.
The other one screaming about butter being the best
Yeah,
substance to eat
it's
with
the
bread.
jam versus butter house. Like they are, yeah, I mean, I'm okay with both. I like jam and butter. You want to talk about butter?
Yeah, I was raised on, like, I ate a lot of toast when I was a child, and default was grape jelly with butter
Grape jelly and butter.
combined. Like, I thought that was normal. Then I asked for it at school, and now I got made fun of.
Yeah, that is
constantly because
that
no
is a
one-
little weird. I feel like you're just wasting the butter.
It's delicious. Have you had it?
No.
I haven't probably had it in, 35 years, but I'm pretty sure it's still pretty good.
Can I just use that spray butter?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's more efficient. Not like Pam, but like spray butter.
Yeah, I've got some of that spray
Yeah,
butter. Yeah. Jam.
Pickle juice and spray butter and
They also have a barrel full of flutes in here, by the way.
Flutes?
Just all the fucking flutes.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I've got a bunch of Panera buzzers in my dad's house.
I went back outside.
Other NPC house?
Yeah.
Kobold, just here by himself, doesn't like eating by himself, is lonely, and he wonders where he can get a bride. Maybe he should ask the chief. What?
Yeah. Is this
I can't get a girlfriend. I got to talk to my dad.
is this an arranged marriage kind of thing? You got to sign up for
I guess, I mean, I don't know.
the
Not
dogs.
familiar with the Kobold caste system.
Dogs are bred. LOL. That's the thing here.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
Trading post?
Yeah.
Dude here thinks the next fad is flutes.
Well, those fuckers over there have a whole
I know,
barrel
they're
full
hoarding
of
all the flutes. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's some market fixing
Yeah.
going on here. Other guy here is gathering writing boards. He's a writing boards collector.
Yeah. What's a writing board? Is it like
Like an art easel or like a surface with which to compose your memoirs.
That could be anything. Like a stone
Yeah.
tablet
Right.
of
A
commandments.
stone temple tablet. Two kobolds are sitting at a table and they're enamored by shiny objects.
Yeah. Another dog joke.
I thought that was a crow joke, like the Dark Souls crows need shiny objects. If you provide crows with aluminum foil, they take it and they're fascinated by it.
No, that's real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it should be about crows.
This guy once
Like
called
Dark
into a
Souls.
sports radio show and said that he could train crows to find jewelry.
God damn. I love crow lore. Like, I'll believe
Yeah.
anything you tell me.
Yeah. The majestic creatures.
I approached dude, I saw a raven the other day and they're so much bigger than a fucking crow. I approached the front of town and Hicks and Tengaar are back at it. Anything else before we get back at Hicks?
Found a barrel full of mayonnaise.
Disgusting. Just outside.
Yeah. A jar filled with rainwater inside of a house.
Yeah, we have leaky roof.
Yeah. There was a little doggy outside that said that we should not go into the forest. The big, scary, white, hideous monster will swallow you whole.
Oh, yeah, no, Shiro, he's on my team.
Yeah. No, not that scary monster.
I do wish that we were like more myths in legend, other than like, oh, I heard about Rio. I wish we had like reputations of being monsters that have been passed
Yeah,
around other
yeah.
towns. Because we are just conquering, getting our asses kicked, etc. So I approached the front of town, and Hicks and Tengaar are back at their thing. We're at the chief's house now, which is where they're going to take the unicorn test, the test of the unicorn.
Yes.
Hicks backs away, then asks, do I really have to do this? Tengaar replies, of course you do. I want you to become a real man. And I can become a real man in the chief's tent. They both enter. There's a guy outside the tent. He says, I'm sure I'm cool. Yep, ain't that the truth? Chris, it's 5 p.m. Let's close the localization office today.
Yes. So, yes. We're done.
There's a fence up top. The guard says we can't enter, but I go in the chief's tent. Hicks and Tengaar are in mid-conversation with the chief, a very wizened old dogman. Tengaar is like, that's why we came all this way. The chief is like, I know. Hicks looks for a way out. Let's just go back, Tengaar. Forget this whole test. Tengaar then hops and screams, what are you talking about? A unicorn will only appear in front of a noble warrior and a pure-hearted maiden.
Oh.
If you pass the test, it proves you're a real warrior. Like, didn't we already do this? Haven't we done this? Haven't we proved like Hicks's masculinity already with like
So no, because he never. Well, I guess he did technically leave the village after to join the Liberation Army, right? But like, because Flick was on his Warriors Village journey when he first got into this shit.
So it's like a multi-event thing. You don't just do one test. It's like there's multiple tests.
I don't know why the fighting with Tyr McDowell didn't count as his
potentially vanquishing Barbossa as well. That to me seems like a top 5.
Yeah. Well, apparently he's on it still.
The chief attempts clarity. Well, that's such an old custom. We really don't do that anymore, and it's dangerous in the forest. Even our villagers aren't allowed in. Tengaar can't believe this shit. The chief acknowledges that they have come a long way and insists Tengaar, Hicks, and their companions stay the night here. Hicks and Tengaar are like, what companions? They turn around, who do they see?
It's us.
Me.
Us, me, Rio.
Hicks says he can't refuse. It'll feel good to finally take a load off. Tengaar then gets in his face. Why are you so tired? You were barely carrying anything. At this rate, they'll never let you back into the Warriors' village.
Yes, and this mention of the Warriors' village has sparked the chief's interest a little bit here.
Yeah, he's like, what? Huh?
He's like, oh. Fades out.
Yep. Noise, crickets.
Yep, I hear crickets.
Comes back up, and Hicks, that is important that you hear them. It wasn't deleted from my game.
Yes.
Hicks and Rio are alone in a tent. Hicks apologizes for pulling Rio into this whole dang mess.
Yes.
We get a choice. She seems really angry, or what's the point of this trip?
I chose the latter. I said, what's the point of this?
Theme of a moonlit night plays.
Ah, yes. I didn't expect to have a moonlit night conversation with Hicks because I can't talk, but we're doing it anyway. Hicks explains they were born in the Warriors' village, and as is their custom, he has to go on a quest for manhood to be recognized.
I wish he could read my Psychomenace memory card data and be like, oh, you already know our customs.
Yes. And also, you've already gone on your quest for manhood, but okay. Tengaar wants to make him into a great warrior, so that's what she's so excited about, he explains. Hicks says that she's really a very nice girl. He thinks maybe she's too nice.
Not the girl for me, Chris.
I think he, more than anyone, understands that she is externalizing her anxieties about him being shitty.
Actually, yeah, and maybe like since she can't become a warrior because of society, she has to project all of that onto him.
Yeah. Hicks steps away. He says, this is the first time I've had doubts. I wonder if I can really be a warrior. I just can't get into the idea of having to fight. But if I say that to Tengaar, I know she'll get angry.
Also, we should point out that Hicks already named his damn-ass sword after Tengaar.
Yes.
So it's not like he can take that back. You can't rename your sword.
Yes, it's already Tengaar plus or whatever. The next morning, it appears that Tengaar will not wake up. I'm like, what's happening here? The chief, being a bit cagey, just explains. He says,
every day is a wolf is playing.
Yeah, of course every day's every day the same wolf. What? My village is number wolf?
Yeah, whatever. Every day is a carnival wolf. I have carnival written down. I forgot to.
Maybe, who knows? The chief's like, I don't know what's going on, but then he gets
he gets like nudged
from this allegedly passed out lady.
Right.
Chief says that it's the curse of the unicorn. He explains that it's a very terrible curse. It's because she spoke too freely about the unicorn test, he says. This girl may never open her eyes again.
And this is where I realized, this is all set up. We're being set up. All this shit's fake. They're going to trick Hicks into becoming a real man.
Hicks freaks out. The chief seemingly forgets what the cure is and then walks next to Tengaar's bedside and then comes back. We have to get the blue stone, the red flower, and the green bell and take them to the unicorn's tree in the forest.
To Unicron's tree.
Unicron's tree, something like that. Hicks wonders what these things are. The chief says that he thinks they maybe heard that they were selling them in the item store in South Window.
The blue stone.
Yes, the blue stone. And Hicks asked Lord Rio to come along. I'm like, why is this in an item store?
Yeah, we can say, okay, or why is it an item store? Did you ask that? Why is this an item store?
Yeah, but there's no time. There's no time. They just run off.
Yeah, I try to blow this plan open right now to see if I can like nudge Destiny here, but no, you must go on this trip with Hicks.
Now, I think the funny thing here is that Hicks drags Rio out of the room.
Yes, physically drags him.
Kind of like Tengaar drags Hicks around.
Right, so like Hicks is becoming a man. He's taking authority.
I think there's a little bit of comedy in the bit.
Oh, yeah.
There. Like,
but still, it's initiative.
Yeah.
Like now he has a reason to live rather than be a drifting shithead.
Yeah.
So I go all the way to South Window.
All the way to South Window. Ride the boat.
You have to go to Lake West. Nahalayam Kun plays. We approach the item shop and a kobold bolts the hell out of here. I'm like, well, that was weird. Right?
Yeah.
The shopkeeper welcomes us, and Hicks is like, Bluestone. The shopkeeper replies, what, already? Yes, we have it right this way. You can tell the shopkeeper just got this from that kobold.
Yes. They're increasingly telegraphing the entire plot, which says to me that they are definitely playing this for comedy, for laughs. This is supposed to be dumb and silly.
But I know as a video game player that almost certainly they're going to play it for laughs, but then it becomes real.
Yeah, Jesus parable situation. This also makes me think of the person who commented on one of our YouTube videos that says that we shouldn't joke about a game that's so serious.
Oh no, this game's silly. Like, it is serious, but there's also many...
This game's fucking funny. Yeah.
Like,
this game is funny. Like, it tries to be funny. It's anime. It's war. It's all the same.
There's a fucking dog on my team. There's talking dogs on my team.
Chill out, dude.
Hicks offers to pay for it and asks how much it is, and the shopkeeper talks themselves down from 50 to 30. That's a deal. We're off back to Kobold Village. Hicks is the most pathetic character in Suikoden ?
Ooh, probably. As of now, yes. Yeah, probably.
Kobold Village, Wolf Song.
You are the one who torn a wolf. Plays.
I hit up the chief and Hicks presents the blue stone. Chief is like, tight, you did it, and then tries to come up with where the red flower is. Seems like he's improving it. Tengaar sneezes. This jogs the chief's memory. Oh, now I remember. Tengaar passed out, screams.
Yeah.
It's in the Cave of the Wind, south of Housefuck Castle. We get a choice. Let's go Hicks but she just sneezed.
Yeah. I say she just sneezed.
What happened?
Hicks doesn't fucking care.
Nope. Cave of the Wind. Noise, wind blows.
Yeah.
We approach the cave that the same kobold slowly backs out of that cave, sees us, then runs the hell away. Pimp 2 plays.
Pimpa.
As we head inside. The red flower is right the hell there. What luck.
Yeah, great.
Hicks asks if this is it, and we get a choice. It looks like it, or it wasn't here before.
Yes.
Gotta support my boy. I tell him it looks like it.
Yeah.
I collect it, and we get out of here and back to Kobold Village where the song plays.
Wolf broken shards.
Right as we enter the chief's house, Tengaar is very clearly at the kitchen table having a drink. Hicks doesn't seem to notice this, and he walks over to present the chief with the red flower. The chief says the green bell is, shit in the sewers beneath Two River City. Good luck, fledgling warrior. We get a choice. Okay, I'll help too. Or, was she just out of bed? I'm like, yo, Hicks, she was just out of bed.
Yeah.
But Hicks no-sells it, insisting we have to get to Two River City. So I do that.
Yeah.
I go to the Winger District. I go back in those damn-ass sewers.
Sewers.
Pimp 2 plays. I get pretty deep in the sewers, and the camera pans over to reveal a kobold dropping a bell.
Yeah. They actually animated this.
Yes, and it chimes with a unique sound effect.
Yeah.
Hicks explodes out of the party, telling Rio he knows he just heard a bell. He's so excited. Hicks walks over and then picks it up. All right, now I can save Tengaar. We did it. Now it's time to walk all the way back. I imagine this takes like months or something, if not weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in the middle of our war.
There's a war going on.
It's like, is it worth the effort for this dude? Kobold Village, Wolf, we burst in Chief's hut. Hicks is waving around that green bell, but then he's taken aback when Tengaar doesn't appear to be here. The chief says, I'm sorry, she's gone.
Fucking gone.
Hicks asks where she went, and the chief replies, probably to the Unicorn Woods. If you take all 3 items deep in that forest and fight the unicorn, you should find her.
Yeah.
Unicron's music plays. Hicks can't believe this shit. The chief says he told the guards to let us pass, but to beware, the woods are full of monsters. If you are not a noble warrior, in quotation marks, the unicorn will take your life. You need to think about that.
I love how he threw in you need to think about that.
Yeah, this is all like some really Make-A-Wish shit here.
Yeah.
They're just like trying to like psych Hicks up so he can be a brave boy for the first time or second time ever.
So we're off to the woods, right?
Yeah.
Some dog gave me meat pie recipe number 13.
That's right. He's obscured by shadows. It's a gesture of his friendship.
Okay.
Exertion rune is in a pot next to his house.
Oh, I missed that.
Well, maybe you can get that in the excretion rune, Chris. We cross that gate, and Hicks parties out to say, I'll be okay. I must save Tengaar. She's all that matters. Let's go, Lord Rio. Let's go to the Unicorn Woods.
Unicorn Woods.
Birds chirp.
Eaglemans fight me.
Dude, Eaglemans, they're eagles with shoulder pads and a cloak.
Yeah, they were in the dwarven path in the first game.
I fought these things, why? I don't know, 2 hours. Do you know why?
Why?
They drop double strike runes. You know what double strike runes do?
Yeah.
They strike twice. And
Yeah.
for a physical guy like me, 2 hits, 1 cup whatever.
It's still a rune, though, Eric.
But it doesn't. I don't have to use it. It just does things.
Also, we fought... Yeah?
It's a 2% drop chance. I got 4 of them.
You sick bastard. Trying to make this easy game easier.
They kept dropping sandwiches, too.
Cool.
Like, thank you, Birdman, for the sandwich. They also dropped recipe number 12. Sorry, what else did you fight?
Oh, a Mirage.
Yeah, what are those?
Oh, those Petsmurga-looking guys.
Yeah, decently kitted out knights, purple armor, gold trim, constantly brandish their swords as their idle animation.
We run through this forest and reach the end in about 3 minutes. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe less.
And a whole bunch of
for you,
necklace.
3 hours for fighting all the eaglemans.
There's also a glitch in this forest where all the treasure chests have necklaces, but on the one on the top right, if you leave that there, it's the only way to get like a lamb or some shit.
There's an animal in the chest later or something. I think I accidentally opened it.
It's not in the chest. It's like it'll only be there if you don't open the chest.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, I fucked that up. Maybe my patch game will fix that. Who knows? Anyway, when we reach the end, the chief, Tengaar, and many other assorted doggies are waiting here.
Yeah.
Hicks is very confused about this. Tengaar says, wow, you made it all the way here. Running all around for my sake, crossing the woods safely, you're already a great warrior, despite my incessant gaslighting.
It's very patronizing.
I can say, how could you be so selfish? Or, this was all a ruse? Power of the science?
Play along, Chris.
Yeah.
It's all a ruse.
Tengaar apologizes. The chief says, the holy warrior who founded the warriors' village is a legend here.
The holy warrior Clift, please.
Clift, yes. Zorak speaks. Yeah, Zorak.
What?
Zorak.
What is that?
Tengaar's father.
Oh, right.
Zorak, the elder of Warriors Village, the guy who had a penchant
Zorak,
for
right.
telling all he liked to tell stories.
Storyman.
Yeah. When I heard you were there, I offered to help this young lady, is what the chief says. Hicks is catching on. The chief admits that he had his doggies place those items. Chief says, I haven't heard anyone talk about the test of the unicorn since I was a child. It's just an old fairy tale. But then, Eric, a goddamn unicorn comes out of the rafters.
Full portrait.
Full portrait unicorn is here.
Also, it talks in brackets.
This is turning into an Alex Hilda parable, but I'm having a hard time extracting the message. If you lie to your boyfriend about a unicorn will come to kill you? Is that the parable?
I mean, I think the parable is don't be so flippant with myths and legends because they'll come true when you least expect it. Like now you've built yourself up to be, because like they congratulated Hicks for becoming a man. Like I congratulate my cat when it catches the fucking mouse on the string.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're the best warrior of all time.
Yes.
Now my cat actually has to find and kill an actual rodent.
Okay.
So like the test is now real. And like I wondered if like Hicks would also be thinking like the unicorns is set up. Like, oh, this is the inflatable tube animal you've got to speak with me. But no, it's real.
I think a more succinct way of saying what the message here is like, if you fuck around, you'll find out.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Fuck around and find out.
Don't fuck around with unicorns.
Just don't tell ghost stories. What if it happens?
Unicorn says.
Sedition plays.
Yeah. Unicorn is performing a J6. Don't be so sure, chief of the kobolds. Then this unicorn has got a whole ass sprite. It creeps out of the woods. No one can believe any of this goddamn shit, including me who's played this game before. The dogs are afraid of being eaten. The unicorn asks if Tengaar is a maiden, which is not something you should say.
Yeah, what is that?
Don't say that.
Virgin? What are we doing?
I don't know. Yeah, I get. Is that what a maiden is?
Fake net, what's a maiden?
Initializing fake net.
A girl or young woman, especially an unmarried one.
She hides behind Hicks and says something to the effect of, so what if I am? The unicorn says it will take her. Hicks defends her. The unicorn stands on its hind legs.
Unicorn gonna de-virgin? All right. Yeah, okay.
Eat her. The unicorn stands on its hind legs and shoots some lightning bolts, then asks, what will you do? Look at these lightning bolts, motherfucker. Hicks stammers for a moment. I probably can't win. I probably won't ever be a warrior. But, I will protect Tengaar. I have sworn it on this sword. Tengaar++. He steps forward, but the unicorn disappears in a flash of light. The unicorn says, noble warrior, pure-hearted maiden.
Pure-hearted wink wink.
I wish you both good fortune.
Hey, to Black, then we're back at the Chief's hut. Done.
We are numbered wolf plays.
And
My village is number wolf.
Obviously this was set up for Hicks, but I think the chief cut a deal with the unicorn too. To give it fresh spinach or whatever unicorns eat for fun.
Yes.
To come out here and scare the shit out of everybody.
Yes.
It was a gaslight on a gaslight.
Wow. A lot going on here. This is the most elaborate recruitment scenario we have because all this is optional.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to get these guys. By the way, I have not been able to find confirmation, and I will try to confirm it at some point, but I believe that if you do this later when you can have Flick in your party, then Flick will have some additional dialogue when you first run into them. Okay, Tengaar notes this is all quite a surprise. The chief never thought the unicorn would appear either. Tengaar
wink,
says,
wink.
Yeah, wink, wink. Tengaar says, heh heh, but you did it, Hicks. You've been acknowledged as a warrior by the unicorn. Hicks is ready to go home, return to the village, but Tengaar says they have to repay their debt to Rio by fighting in a fucking war. Have we ever told them who we are?
I think it's implied.
Okay. At least they have experience, though, right?
Yeah, do you picture Hicks wandering back to the warrior's village, talking like a little kid who just like went to the zoo? Like, and then I met a unicorn that told me I was the best warrior?
Yeah. And then I saw Luca Blight kill an old lady.
Like it really makes Zardock, Zorax, like an old man telling stories. Like he's gathered warrior stories of shit like this.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Well, anyway, I agree to let them join me. Hicks tries to protest, but it's no good.
It's no good.
Tengaar says, Lord Rio, I, Tengaar, and the warrior Hicks will join the Franz army in the name of the warrior's village.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, Hicks says it's an honor, but I don't believe him. They walk off in typical Hicks-Tengaar fashion, where Tengaar runs off and Hicks is like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to follow her.
Me too. I learned nothing. It doesn't make sense with Star of Destiny, but I do wish there were like sequences where someone like tries to force their way into your party.
Oh, yeah.
And you be like, no, really, it's fine.
No,
get the fuck.
It's good.
Come on.
Hicks joined the group. Tengaar joined the group. All right, Eric, you want to hear about Hicks for the second time in a season of podcast? Hicks is the Tenro star of the Gold Star. Gold Star?
The 3DO. Lucky Gold Star.
Yeah. His weapon is the Tengaar Plus, Tengaar Plus, as we know.
EX plus alpha.
Mm-hmm. He can participate in the warrior attack with Tengaar, as he could in the first game. Secret number 1, Hicks, age 20, from the warrior's village in the Torn Republic. He's the infantry soldier. Note, trying to become a warrior. Secret number 2, he left warrior's village to complete his journey of manhood, but it looks like he's not too interested in becoming a warrior. Secret number 3, Tengaar sure pushes him around a lot, but for all that, there's still a well-balanced couple. Secret number 4, Hicks' sword is named Tengaar. It's an old custom in warrior's village to name your sword after the most important thing in your life. What's Richmond's sword's name is cigarettes.
Yeah.
Cigarette, Marlboro, Camel Lights. Suggestion number 1. Lord Rio, I don't think I'm cut out to be a warrior. What do you think? Suggestion number 2. Tengaar got really mad at me today. I guess it's really important to her that I become a true warrior, huh?
Is he done here? Is this it for them?
Yeah.
So he's still not... Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they have an epilogue thing at the end.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure they already had one too, by the way.
Yeah. Which I don't know if it conflicts with this or not.
Yeah.
Some of them do, I think. Cook-off introduction. This warrior from Warrior's Village has good common sense about food. It's Hicks!
Warrior confirmed.
Yeah. Tengaar is the Tinsui star of the Star of Intelligence.
Mastermind.
Her weapon is the throwing knife, the light knife, the ray knife, or the shining knife. By the way, in Suikoden 2, she will go berserk if Hicks gets knocked out. She'll get her stats.
Is Berserk in Suikoden the traditional Berserk, or is it just boosted?
It's boosted stats. It's the same thing that the Battle Oath rune does with Rio.
Northman, Berserkers in that movie. Great film.
Cool. She can participate in, of course, the warrior attack with Hicks, but also she can participate in the pretty girl attack. Millie and Meg.
Are these all children?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Secret number 1, Tengaar's 18. She's from Warrior's Village, Torn Republic. Note, she's traveling with Hicks. She's the daughter of the village chief of Warrior's Village. She and Hicks have known each other since they were kids, and now they're a couple. Also, it looks like she's had a run-in with Necklord in the past.
Oh, dear.
Yes, we know all about that. Secret number 3. Well, she's a cute girl, but she worries too much. She thinks she's doing everything for Hicks' sake. Secret number 4. After Hicks' journey is over, she wants to go back to Warrior's Village and get married right away. Suggestions. Please, Lord Rio, make Hicks turn into a true warrior.
I'm only attracted to strong men.
That Hicks just won't do his training every day like he's supposed to. He'll never become a warrior that way. I'm planning to marry Hicks when he gets back to our village. You'll be invited too, of course.
All this could be solved with morning practice.
Morning practice.
It's like a way to get out aggression rather than go on great journeys to become warriors, to meet unicorns or slay vampires or whatever these.
You're right. All right, cook-off introduction. You ready?
Yeah.
She makes her poor, henpecked mate go fishing every day for her.
Henpecked?
It's Tengaar.
Is that a valuable adjective?
I don't know. This is the first time I've ever seen the word henpecked.
Fakenet, etymology of henpecked.
Initializing fakenet.
This expression appeared in the 1600s and likely comes from the imagery of a hen pecking persistently at the ground in search of food. The idea behind the idiom is that, just as a hen pecks constantly at the ground, a wife or girlfriend can nag at her significant other.
Imagine like beat up, but like a hen's been fucking with it for 10 minutes.
Been
pecking it.
pecking your fucking rotting skull.
Yeah, or like my foot or something that like gets subject to wear, like worn out.
That's all I've got for Tengaar, Eric.
Look like a farmer. Let's continue the story.
No. We're not ready to continue the story.
We're not ready to continue the
No.
story. What are we doing?
No. I got to go back to the castle real quick and talk to Shiloh
Okay.
because I need to tell you what he says.
All right. What's Shiloh say now?
If you go to the castle, Shiloh's hanging out in the castle barracks, and of course, Taiho's hanging around there because Shiloh's got the fucking dice, right?
Yeah.
But if you speak with him, he says, "I came to find me some real pigeons." Eric was a pigeon.
Pigeon, I'm assuming not to mean interpreted literally.
So like a mark.
Yeah, I'm going to go Mark. I'm going to
Okay.
go, not like Mark, but like,
No.
like someone who gets worked.
Yeah. Someone who gets worked. The one who has been worked.
Right.
Okay.
So I stopped by this kitchen to drop off some ingredients that I found.
Yeah.
You Come is here.
Yeah. You come is here. There's a there's a hubble.
It's probably Coom. Can we just do Coom so I don't
You
laugh
Come.
at You Come?
Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. When you get to the kitchen area, you pop in there, and there is a significant amount of hullabaloo going on in there. There's various NPCs.
Yeah, a lot of people here.
Bolgan's there, Apple's there.
Of course, what else Bolgan going to do?
Yeah, they're standing around a large circle watching our friend Hayo face off with another cook in a dark chef outfit. Of course, this is Yukum. He's heard about our chef here and seems to be challenging him to some sort of duel. Hayo can't believe this shit. He wonders, who is this guy anyway? He's traveling around the world to become the greatest chef.
Who is?
This Yukum guy.
Okay.
Right? Okay? He challenges Hayo to a cooking contest. He says that if Hayo wins, then he'll give away his closely guarded family recipe. Hayo looks at me, asks me what to do.
Music, bright curtains, the cooking duel plays.
Yeah, I tell him, good luck, let's do it. I've got curtains, lights, cooking showdown, but okay. We get the cooking scene here. There's like a large white tablecloth table with 4 random stars of destiny sitting behind who will act as the judges.
Yeah.
Some dude comes up with a megaphone and hollers. He says,
It's Futan Chen.
yeah, hello everybody and welcome. Now let's get started with today's cook-off. I will be your host today. My name is Futan Chen. First, he introduces our panel of judges, which in my case was Amada, Sid, Millie, and Hilda.
Dude.
But- yeah?
Mine included Bolgan and Muku Muku.
Oh, great.
And it's like we're having a flying squirrel
Yes.
figure this out.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yes. And of course, he does all the cook-off introductions that we've been reading as we recruit these characters. Cooking selection plays. Some notes about this judging situation. So we're supposed to prepare a dish to meet the tastes of our 4 judges. There are factors that go into the score, which are listed on the wiki, and I don't quite understand them, but I'm going to read them to you anyway, okay?
Yeah, I was going to say all of this was just overwhelming.
The game does not tell you any of this shit. All of it's behind the scenes, and it's very difficult to do this without knowing what's going on in the background. Also, the localization doesn't help either. Anyway, the factors in scoring are percent completed. That means if you finish during your cooking time, like if you finished your dishes. I don't know what impacts that.
I always eat to completion.
No, I'm talking about cooking. Like
I also cook my food
yes.
to completion.
Well, the 1 meter goes down, 1 meter goes up during the cooking, and I'm not sure what impacts that, but that impacts your score. Also, do the dishes match the category? Appetizer, main course, dessert. Don't serve ice cream for the main course, Eric.
Don't put sugar in a salad.
Yes. Well, you could if you want to. The localization makes this very difficult because it's very difficult to know what some of these things are. Number of surprise dishes, which I don't know what that means. Judges' preference and favorite foods. There are several preferences, many of which you can kind of glean from the cook-off intro, like what they like. The categories are plain, normal, sweet, spicy, meat,
Meat.
fish, vegetables, Japanese, Western, Chinese, everything, nothing, and strange.
When I tell my wife, who cooks for me every day, what I want for dinner, I say, make it Japanese.
Make it strange. Strange can mean either an unusual sense of taste that is different from others or non-discriminating tastes, or someone who cannot taste complicated or subtle flavors. Also, there's a random seed, which
That's kind of me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm going to taste idiot sometimes.
yeah. Then Hayo gets a little wrestling intro, right? Did you catch that?
A little bit of
little
promo.
spotlights. Yeah. The strong man's entry. We choose
There's
our
a lot of production for this.
Oh,
for
yeah,
being
it's
so
ama-
poorly documented.
It's
Like,
it's incredible.
this isn't like whack-a-mole where it's like 3 seconds of someone just kind of like, yeah, fuck it, put it in there. There were meetings about this.
Oh yeah. This is all framed around the concept of a an Iron Chef like cooking competition. But there is a Hayo subplot that goes along as more challengers appear throughout the game.
I think it's interesting you brought up Iron Chef. I'm sure that was around or something with that then, but like Iron Chef was a revolution in Western countries.
Yeah.
Our cooking shows were not like that.
Right.
So
And now they
Suikoden
all are.
2, yeah, now that's all they are. But like Suikoden 2 had a bit like culture shock
Yeah.
stuff. Like, oh, like you play Suikoden 2 then realize this shit's real.
Yeah. So did you write down what dishes you made?
Just a mess. No.
Yeah. Okay. I did this 3 times because of some save issues.
I've done it since, but yeah.
Yeah.
1 minute showdown plays
Yeah.
as I quote, as WarioWare shit happens.
Yeah, the cook-off begins. Shit gets wild. There's a lot of great animations. Like Rio is Hayo's assistant. He'll be shaking the
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Rio, like what is he doing? Like
Shaking salt, churning butter, putting things in the ramen pot.
Just be like, I just killed a guy yesterday.
Yeah.
Man. What am I doing here?
It's tremendous. There's a lot of really good animations going on. And once it's done, ding, you get the presentation of the foods to the judges.
Presentation of foods.
Yes. Then they all each hold up a score between 1 and 5.
Is it 1 and 5? Okay, I
Yeah.
couldn't tell if it was 1 and 10. We were just bombing completely.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you get a victory or a defeat chime after the judging is complete. Did you win?
This one, no. The challenger won 45-49. Hayo lost.
Okay, so you're fucked.
What do you mean I'm fucked?
You can never do another one again.
I've already done another one and I won.
Oh, maybe there's a point of no return then.
Okay, yeah, it's possible.
Okay,
I've done like 3 of these.
that must be it. Okay,
Are you serious? Like
I
the
think-
whole cooking minigame is for shit if you lose the first one where you don't know what's happening?
maybe it's not the first one, but maybe there's some other one. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, after Yukum says your reputation is well deserved, Hayo, you're as great as a chef as they say. He hands over the tomato soup recipe. He then tells us farewell and looks forward to the day
Wow, what a good one.
when we will meet again. Yeah, that was the secret family recipe, the tomato soup recipe. But
Never figured that one out without the recipe.
tremendous sprite work, tremendous animations, hilarious kind of, the judging thing kind of ties it all together and to make it kind of hilarious because Mugu Mugu might show up or Gadget might show up.
This feels like it has the most love and care put into it since the Xenogears Battle Arena as far as games we've covered. Maybe Triple Triad, but like
Yeah,
there's a lot. This was someone's passion project,
Yeah.
I felt like.
it's unfortunate that it's rather impenetrable. Like
Yeah.
it's very hard to kind of figure out the categorizations and stuff like that because like, you know, like fucking what's a sweet salad? You know, what's a ma bo bun? What's an adult fried egg? What is pudding?
What is an adult fried egg?
I don't know. They seem to like it though.
These adults with their adult themed fried eggs.
But there's like 90 different dishes. There's a lot of combinations. Yeah. And if you key in on those clues, like this guy likes fish, this guy likes sweets, sweet and sour fish might work well here, but then it doesn't. I don't know. It's weird, but it's fun. It's fun to figure out. I wish there was just a retry button though.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I picture this as being like a small like 3-man team. They said like, hey, make a cooking mini game, and they accidentally like worked at 200-hour weeks and came back
Yeah.
with this and like, you did what?
They did a bunch of Coke.
How much megabytes are on my PlayStation? This is a 1-disc game, right?
Yes.
Fuck.
Not that much CG in this game. All right. Well, while we're here at the castle, you want to, do the story?
Yeah, let's get some story done, Chris.
Yes.
Finally.
Finally. Well, I mean, is Hicks and Tengaar not a story?
If it's optional, it's not. No, not a story at all.
Okay.
So I walk in that lobby, the chatting lobby, the war room, whatever we're going to call it, in the middle of the
war
castle.
room. Yeah.
Flick tells me we got great results on something. I don't know. I haven't played this game in 4 months.
Yeah, it's the Two River. We're talking
Okay.
about Two River 3 episodes ago. Two River. We united the races and kicked the bad guys' butts.
Nami's like, yeah, of course, because I'm with you. I leave, says, well, as long as you're all right, everything's fine. Pilika, who's a character,
Yeah.
jumps but doesn't say anything.
Remember, she can't talk.
That's right. Victor picks that up and says that if Pilika is worried, Rio sure is popular.
Ha ha ha. What are you talking about, Victor? I don't know.
Nope. Shu agrees. Gaining Two River as an ally is a big step forward, but I'm afraid we can't waste time rejoicing I always think about rejoicing in like a religious context. It's strange that it's being applied to battle
I rejoice, over minor events.
I joice singularly once.
You only joice once. Okay.
He'll explain more tomorrow. We have to get some rest first. And Victor wishes Shu would just tell us right now.
Yeah.
I wake up where else? In bed. Have we talked about who's in our room that we sleep in?
No.
Eiley. She's there.
She is?
She's in the room every time. Yeah. I talked to her and she says she doesn't have anything in particular to talk about. She's just wondering how I was doing.
Are you still in the second floor room or in the third floor room now at this point?
I'm next to Ridley.
Okay, so we're still in the second floor room. Okay. Yeah,
What are we doing? What are we sharing?
Maybe she was in my party or something, and I don't know.
She's not in my party. Oh, yeah, as far as why she wasn't there for you. Okay.
Yeah.
War room next morning. Victor will say, so let me hear your bad news. And Victor, the idiot, said here with H-E-R-E, not H-E-A-R. Okay, I speak to Shu. Music sedition plays.
Oh, no.
Shu tells us the Green Hill Zone has fallen to the Kingdom of Highland, which are bad guys in this game, Suikoden 2.
Yes.
Everyone is shocked, but Pilica Sprite rotates more times than anyone else. Victor can't believe this shit. Flick can, but he wonders how they took the Green Hill Zone when most of their forces were at Two River. Apple says the Highland troops took the Green Hill Zone. They only numbered 5,000 men.
Yeah, Victor can't believe this shit, by the way.
Victor says the Green Hill Zone, where Sonic is from, had to have at least 7,000 soldiers of its own.
Yeah.
Shu has no idea what tactics were used, only that they must have been brilliant to get that W.
Yeah, he doesn't really understand what powers of the science have been used.
Yeah, he's like, well, their commander is apparently the leader of Highland's 4th Army and Solon's replacement. This is not a man to be taken lightly.
There's a little bit of dramatic irony going on here, maybe a little bit.
Our
because
characters don't know who it is.
We, the gamer, the observer, know that they're probably talking about Jowie because he just volunteered for this task.
To do this shit.
So I think that's... Do you like that? Do you like that we kind of know this? Or would it be better for us to be surprised?
I'm a big fan of no. I mean...
I do. I think in this case it does because it's subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle. I think it is appropriately subtle and not give the game away subtle.
Yeah, because the first game didn't do that. Remember, the first game always stayed with us for the most part. Yeah.
Except for Futch.
Yes.
Victor doesn't know what to do. Shu confesses that we, even with the Two Rivers squads, don't have enough goons to retake the Green Hill Zone from Dr. Robotnik. Flick asks if we're going. For saying fuck it. Shu agrees to fuck it, but we'll need to get the mayor of Green Hill, Teresa, to safety. Victor can't believe that Shu, a realist, is saying such a thing. Shu counters by saying the true mayor of the Green Hill Zone is Alec Wisemail. They've been serious. I'm not embellishing. His name's Wisemail.
I have a question real quick.
It's like when I met a guy with the last name Fightmaster. What?
Victor calls Shu a realist.
Yeah.
Is realist the right word there?
Pragmatist.
Is the point here that like they're surprised that Shu doesn't necessarily value human life, or they're not surprised that he doesn't?
We've established that he doesn't. He's been disconnected and rich for a long time.
Teresa's life doesn't matter, but she has strategic importance, I think is what Shu's...
No, sure. He's definitely... I mean, you can't be a tactician stats guy if you don't just see people as pure resources to be ground into the fucking dirt.
Yes, he fits well on his spreadsheet.
He's a dirt technician.
Yes. He's got a dirt fetish.
That's it. Couldn't remember what it was. All right, so Wisemail. Therefore, the handling of the city's affairs has fallen to Teresa. In this capacity, she has gained immense popularity and has become something of an icon amongst the Green Hill Zone citizens, tiny animals. If we can get Teresa out of the Green Hill Zone and away from Dr. Robotnik, we can expect cooperation of the populace when the time comes to retake the city. It will simply create more problems for us if the Highland Army is able to keep her under their thumb and detonate those little robot machines. Okay. This is actually, it's funny that you said that because now my next comment is he doesn't care about people. This is all in the name of strategy.
Yeah.
So I picked up that exact same pragmatism.
Yeah.
Flick classifies Teresa as a morale booster for the people and the woodland creatures that turned into robots that live in the Green Hill Zone. Flick asks how we're going to bust Teresa out. She responds by saying the Green Hill Zone is what?
A college town.
Hell yeah. Chris, you went to a college town to live.
Yeah, students from countries of all over the continent came to study there, by the way.
It was true.
Yeah. And I didn't really think the Highlands Army's occupational would stop that.
When you were in your college town?
Right.
Absolutely.
It didn't bother me at all. Therefore, Lord Rio and a few others can sneak into the city, pose as students, and rescue Teresa. What a great subplot. We're going to be students.
First off, Fitcher's going to plan it. That's the next thing. But I'm like, are we really doing a school days subplot in this video game?
Yeah, we're doing,
about to.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're to varying degrees of efficiency.
Tactics plays. Fitcher comes to life. Fitcher can't believe this shit, but he supposes he can. He has a lot of friends in the Green Hill Zone, like tiny animals. And he can probably work something out. He also thinks he's worked too hard, and he wonders when he'll be able to get some rest. I thought Victor was done, but like he's back.
Yeah, he's already here to
Nami wants to LFG. Victor's wonder who's going, and Pilica spins. Victor says a number doesn't matter, as they're meant to be students. Also, only you youngsters should go. It'll make things look less suspicious.
This entire plot could be executed with just Flick and one child. But we have to send me, the important leader of the
whole
symbol
thing.
of the revolution.
Because we're the spirit. We carry it with me.
Also, we have to take Pilica, who's an important plot device.
Yes, she is purely a plot device.
Yes.
For this. She's not even just like, we're not even trying to enroll her in this ruse, by the way. Also, I do think it's interesting that the game is trying to come up with ways to like pare your party down to a select number of people.
I do really like that. Yeah.
Yeah. She wants Flick to go, even though Flick is old as hell, but Flick's going to be like our parent or guardian.
Yes.
Nanami and Pilica dance circles and chatter. Teacher Flick.
Yeah.
Flick begs not to be called teacher, then joins. Nanami also joins, and I can pick the rest. Members of appropriate school age. Did you get the dating pool here?
The dating pool?
The people that you can pick.
I didn't get them. I didn't get them all down. No.
Eligible are Hicks, Tengaar, Tuta, Millie, Shiro, Shiro's dog.
Yeah.
Gengen, Gabosha, Meg, Muku Muku, Squirrel, Luke, Chaco, Wakaba, Ellie, Bolgan.
Isn't Bolgan like 30?
Animals and mutants and shit. Like, what's... You go and try and enroll my dog in this squirrel in school. Chris, as someone who's going back to school at 40, are you offended that people over the age of 13 can't be elected to go?
I am offended. My son said, aren't you a little old for that? When I told him about what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's true.
I'm a digital presence kid. They don't know how old I am.
Yeah. I sort of regret not taking squirrels and dogs only.
I'm really upset I didn't take mutants.
Yeah. But I took Flick, well, of course, Wakaba, Tengaar, and Hicks.
That's who I took.
Shit.
Damn it.
I thought about that halfway through. I was like, yeah, I bet Eric took...
No, like I've always taken Monster Squad, so I thought I'd play it like legitimate now. But
yeah.
No.
Because the characters that you bring along do have some...
They have dialogue.
They have dialogue, and most of it's probably canned for
filler,
the same thing. But like, I do know there are some moments that if like Muku Muku is the only character in your party, he'll come out to say something
English.
and just go Muku 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 Muku.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie shit.
Yes. But I don't know how often that happens.
Fucking Chewbacca.
It's great. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right, let's go to school next week. Let's consult the RealNet first, actually.
Initializing RealNet.
I want to thank Zappa Slave for making an EX plus alpha for matching service reference. Matching service is like a special edition of Capcom games released in Japan for online play.
Cool.
Yeah. I own Vampire Savior for matching service.
Vampire Survivors?
No, Savior. I am correct.
I know. Butt Salad says, yeah, man, float tanks are like a toothbrush for your brain.
I'm sure they're cool. I'm not going to do one. Well, I might, is a bit. Record a pod. Yeah, that'll be my next solo podcast is Inside the Sleep. I've smuggled in a tape recorder.
SSD Ninja, as a medical professional friend, backs the claim of pickle juice, increasing serotonin. Do you trust?
I mean, sure, are there more ways to do this? Like, are there more efficient ways than gargling brine? Like, can I just feel good about myself?
No.
Do I have to do that? Can
No.
I just go run 13 miles?
No.
I'm out of missiles.
Pickle beer.
I looked at all of our liquor stores over I've had the last week off work, so I've gone on some journeys and no pickle beer.
I will start drinking again if there's pickle beer. Eric Van says all guns in Suikoden are magic. I think that's actually true. Eric Van also points something out about Clive, this is actually true. Clive is a secret police for the fascist Catholic state.
Is that true?
Yeah. I think we learned that backstory through these events and in the Suikoden games. So,
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Squeak says Wakaba good. Yeah, Wakaba's good. Wakaba's great. I love kickers.
I think it's extremely funny that we took the same party too.
Yeah. Eric Van still makes toast with butter and jam.
See, there you go. Grape, by the way, was my flavor.
Squeak says the localization office was a rented trailer with 3 walls. I think the localizers for this game have posted on a forum at some point and was basically, they just sent us a bunch of spreadsheets.
Yeah. I think that was almost all localization,
Yeah.
except for like Metal Gear Solid or something.
This was technically after Richard Honeywood and Xenogears, but like it was...
Different company.
But it was before localization was taken seriously. Squeak also says, old school JRPGs were a balance of drama and comedy and not all walked that line well. Which, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even the most deathly serious JRPG has a bunch of funny moments to it. I think I can't think of one that plays it straight the entire time. Sometimes
unintentionally, but...
Well, yeah, but, Cactuar is supposed to be funny. the giant cactuar head popping out of the desert is hilarious.
Eric Fanon says if you bring Shiro, he just howls all the time.
Oh, for at the school thing?
Yeah. That's wonderful. Zappa Slave says Suikoden is a high school anime now. 78 says just now. It kind of always is a high school anime, but...
Is there like a JRPG equivalent of Time to Sewers where it's just time to high school anime? Like Persona loses in the first hour every time.
Yeah, I mean, they did that with Valkyria Chronicles too. It was like a child soldier school.
And 3, right? Wasn't that just Valkyria Chronicles?
No, the second one was, the third one was more like the first one, was just straight up a war story. But they all always are child soldiers. So anyway, thank you, RealNet, for joining us tonight. We'll see you on the next episode of Retrograde Amnesia. This episode is a production of Retrograde Amnesia, recorded on January 10th, 2023. Find us on Twitter at RetroAmnesiaPod. Email us at podcast@retrogradeamnesia.com. Support us on Patreon at patreon.com/retroam. And you can get early access, bonus episodes, our mini-series, our most recent one being the Panzer Dragoon games.
It's all out there now.
All of it. And access to the RealNet. Thank you, Mark
Shepard,
for the music.
I think that's it. I think you got to end on top.
Until next time, Eric.
Looks like we're doing pickle juice shots.
Looks like we're doing... Yes, we will pickle the juice. Yes, we will...
No, that's good.
Juice the... And now you may go back to sleep.
I can't believe you fucked the file structure.
I'll fix this file too. All I gotta do is just rename
Things
the project.
I very much care about in filing your system.
Well, you don't want episode 4. So I want to see the look of exasperation in your face as I try to figure out what we're fucking doing here.
Forest Village?
Yeah, we got some more recruiting to do. I thought we were going to the Kobold Village.
That's what I meant.
Okay, let's go to the Kobold Village.
The Kobold Forest Village.
The southern Kobold Village. The south side Kobold Village.
Bird chirps and play on this sunny day. Chris, there's a Clive event here. Do we want to do that?
No, that's Forest Village.
All right, that's... Oh, fuck me.
We can go to the Forest Village if you want.
I collect it and we get out of here. Back to Kobold. I already said that. Damn it.
He announces, of course, himself. What?
I'm not sure. I can't see your notes.
This guy, Yukum, says he's traveling around the world. No. Hayo says he's traveling. This.
You sure you want to do the cookie mini game now, Chris?
Yes, I do. Yeah, there was also a very sweet scene of like 4 or 5 bros in there, and they all had their babies with them.
Oh.
It was sweet. Yeah. Like dad night out.
Like the shitty party bar is across the street, so the third turn usually gets the more like, I'm here for like the 2 good beers clientele.
Yeah.
As I believe the Earthlings say, lay it on me, man.
Pempa.
So we head inside, and I have to cough.
Me too. I got a lot of snot.
Yeah. The red flower is right the hell there. What?